We are live.
All right.
How you guys doing?
Been forever since I've done a live.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems
I've missed several.
slowed down in the summer, like on YouTube.
It's been too hard. My mom is still with visiting us, so
Okay.
it's just been too hard. And if I have to ask everybody to get off the internet for a couple hours one more time, I think they're going to kill me. So,
You're doing it tonight.
yep.
So I'm just gonna say hi to everyone in the chat. I saw Danielle, Danny Days Homestead earlier, Melissa, Lynn and Tracy are in here with me. Michael Sharp, hello, Marilyn and Amanda from our live. It's Amanda, right? I think it's Amanda. Well, it was crazy last couple of weeks, last couple of days. I don't know if any one of you heard about the snake story that the snake came to my house. I
I,
thought about you, Lynn. I'm like, okay, if Lynn was here, she'd go crazy.
I would have had to move out till I knew it was gone.
Hi, Self. Yeah, it was like the kids. They texted me at work saying that they saw a snake in the house. I'm like, okay, well, where did it go? And they're like, well, we think it went outside again because there seemed to be a little tiny hole under the door. So I'm like, okay, well, if it's gone, I'll just plug the hole when I get back home, and it'll be fine. So I get back home, I start looking at the hole, and I'm like, yeah, it's not going outside. So I'm guessing that the kids, left the door open at some point, and the snake came in. But it was just a tiny little garden snake. Like it was probably just a little baby that got lost. Um, I tried to find it, I couldn't see it, and then suddenly I was in the shower. The kids come screaming, and there it was again. So I came out, tried to find it. Of course, it was hiding, and I didn't want to have to kill it, but that was the only way to catch it because it was trying to run away, like not run away, but I mean, it was trying to escape. So I
Oh my!
first thing I grabbed, I just hit it, and that was it.
That'll help you go,
Yeah, I
Melissa.
couldn't have. Yeah, I couldn't have.
Oof.
Oh my gosh!
Bathroom.
Yeah.
Wow. So
I
it is.
I found a snake skin. I pulled the top off my well, and I've got the corrugated culvert for the well, and I found a snake skin inside part of the corrugation, the hollow of the corrugation, and then I heard a splash. And so I looked down there, and there was a snake that fell in my well, which is never good. So I put the ladder down there. I haven't seen him in there since. I checked back later that day, and hopefully it climbed the ladder out. I don't know if they can, but I'm got
I'm
to hit the
guessing they
well with
could.
some bleach.
They can climb stairs, so they can climb a ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right,
Oh,
Sal. Snakes
they're
around
dangerous
here are
to
not
me 'cause
dangerous. Huh?
they're dangerous to me because they give me heart attacks.
But there is a lot more than usual. I don't know. There seem to be a lot more of everything this year. I
Knock
see
on
more
wood.
slugs.
That's
I see more cucumber beetles. I see more snakes. I
yep.
see more
Oh,
mice.
the yeah. The one thing I
Mice.
haven't seen. Of course it's been me. I found one snake 4 weeks. It's been a month. It's been over a month, and of course I found it over by my potato garden, and my husband sprinkled that snake begone that you sprinkle around. It's all natural. It doesn't hurt animals or anything. It's a smelly stuff that I guess they don't like. Knock on wood, we haven't seen one since, and that is crazy because we are normally seeing 25 to 35 around here every year. And I think my husband took care of the nest problem last year. He plugged up the hole where we think they were. So that, but everything else we have seen I never had cucumber beetles and squash beetles before, ever. And now they're insane. They're going after my green beans now.
Yeah, they're going after everything. It's insane. Same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. They're awful. Yeah, I'm not seeing I've seen in the last couple of days we've seen a few monarch butterflies actually. Just in the last couple of days we finally started seeing them, and we've seen a few dragonflies. but we're not seeing like the good bugs a lot of. So
Well, dragonflies are they're like frogs. They kind of show you have a healthy ecosystem
yep.
going.
Oh, we
That's
have a
cool.
lot of
Good to
frogs.
know.
I do have a lot of frogs. I've got a frog in my pumpkin patch. I got a frog in my squash patch. I got a frog like everywhere I look. There's frogs, and I like that's good. You just eat all the bad bugs.
Yeah, I think I need to put one of my chickens on a leash, like the one that you see on those little video, and get my daughter to go walk around the garden with the chicken, just
Yep.
to control her a little bit and get her to eat all the slugs and all those kind of bugs there. Not seeing any butterflies. I haven't seen that many, but I didn't notice if there was more or less than usual.
Well, they put the monarch on the endangered list last week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't seen any monarchs, or there's the one that looks like monarchs. I think it's a tiger something, but I've seen a lot of the pretty blue ones and brown ones, and I've got those white moths or whatever they are
Yep.
flying around my garden all the time. I don't think that's a good thing though.
No, I think are those the cabbage moths? Because I had 2 in my garden today, and I'm like, I don't have cabbage, but if they're anything like the other bugs, they're going to eat everything anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I
Yeah.
think I saw a monarch in the woods the other day when I went blueberry picking. I think I saw one pass by, but I was too fast to be sure.
Yeah, I have. I actually saw a big monarch tonight. I actually got a picture of it when we went out for dinner because the heat is on here again. It was 105 Fahrenheit here today.
Wow.
And we're supposed to be like that all weekend. It is unbelievably hot. It just my peppers are loving it. It's helping change color. They're finally changing colors. So, but it's too hot to do anything.
Yeah, we hit 95 today, and that wasn't fun. But yeah, they finally delivered my tractor today. I
Cool.
bought a tractor,
Oh.
and within 10 minutes, I did almost everything that I had planned on doing with it.
Nice. Like you mean actual work or like crashing in a tree somewhere?
Oh no, actual work. I've
Yeah.
had where we ran the water line to the well to the house, and that had sunken down, so I filled that in, and moved a couple piles of rocks that I had rented a skid steer a while back, and I moved the rocks where we could get to them to do the around the well and then around the maple tree, and then took the skid steer back and said, I'm not, next time I rent a skid steer or something, then I'll pick up the piles of rocks. And that didn't go good because I never rented a skid steer again. So I moved them, and I moved some logs because I got to grapple with it and everything. And oh, thank you, Merhilin.
Yep. Yay.
Congratulations.
Yes, I hit 500 today. It was amazing. And it was cool because I went on Tammy from
Rebel Canners.
Rebel Canners, and next thing I know, people are coming on saying, "Hey, we subbed you." I knew I was close. So Thursday, I will do a live, and I'll give away a couple sweatshirts, couple T-shirts, and some stickers and
Nice.
stuff to celebrate that.
That's cool.
Cool.
A lot of bumblebees, a lot of dragonflies. Not seeing any butterflies. I have a lot of flower garden. That's cool. Well, not that you don't see the butterflies, but it's cool that you have the rest at
I am
least.
seeing a lot of bumblebees here too. I have a lot of flowers this year too. I never grew zinnias until this year, and I'm growing zinnias every year after this year. The bees and what few butterflies we've seen, they love them. So and they're beautiful. I am going to grow them like all over next year. So, and they were easiest flower ever to grow. So if you don't think you can grow flowers, try zinnias. I'm telling you, it very easy.
Nice. I'll have to get some. Um, the I ended up with another thing of bees. I never did anything with them this year. They just moved into one of my hives, and that was really cool. But then I was riding down the road and on the way to town, and I see a guy out in one of the neighbors' yards, which he's quite a ways away, but within the 2 mile zone that the bees will visit every day. And they were spraying for mosquitoes. They had somebody spraying for mosquitoes in the morning, and that's not good. If you're going to spray for mosquitoes or even a wasp nest or something, wait till night and do it. That way
Yes,
it kind of
the
settles.
pollinators are in bed.
Yeah.
I just want to show this. If I can get it up here, is our new family member.
Oh,
That's great.
So you have him home now? You have him home?
No, she's still
Not
not
yet?
quite ready. We went and met her on Tuesday.
Okay.
All fell in love with her, even our son, even his cold heart. He got pretty smitten. She comes home. We get her. Actually, the day my mom flies home, we take her to the airport. August 15th, she gets to come. So we got her. That's our Dotson that we got for Grace, our daughter. That's her birthday present this year.
Hi, Gary.
So,
the old church 5-acre homestead. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. He has a great channel from Newfoundland.
I'm gonna have to.
Okay. I'll have to check them out.
Yes,
He,
absolutely.
I think he purchased an old church and he turned it into his homestead.
Oh, that's so cool. There are people down the road from us have been working on renovating a church into their home, and they're keeping the stained glass and stuff. It's really cool to watch them.
Wow.
To watch them do that. So that's really neat.
Grace
Old
and
churches have
Claire.
such great character too. So
Yeah.
About spraying. Yeah. Marilyn. I think she likes your dog too.
she's a cutie pie. We bought
Hello,
my
Glenda.
church.
How much for
That is
dropping by?
cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tons of petunias growing all over.
And I have like every color under the rainbow because I just bought a pack of seeds and went for it. And every
have no
color in the
idea.
rainbow, I love them.
Nice.
Okay, those flowers. Okay, I don't know if you can see. For those of you who don't know,
Those are zinnias?
Yep.
Oh, pretty.
Yep. I've got
be closer.
pink, purple, orange, yellow, a lilac-y color purple. Like there's just it's a rainbow of colors and they look so good. And I'm like, oh, I am just definitely gonna plant more. I have to say, Lindsay from Ren's Homestead has got to stop showing the houses and the homesteads for sale in New Brunswick. She is killing us.
Eventually, she'll convince you.
Well, we pretty much know we're probably not staying here once our son graduates high school. I think we've had enough of Ontario. So.
It all starts with that. Boy, I wish I just had a little more room. What could we do with just a little more room? And then one day you'll say, well, it wouldn't hurt to look. And then let's make an offer,
That's the way to go. Just got back from New Brunswick. You went in the Oromoto area, right? You like it? You had fun? I didn't see your last video. I think I'm so behind on everyone's videos.
I'm so behind.
I'm even behind on my own videos.
My internet, for some reason, knock on wood, it has been amazing that I've been putting out three videos a week the last 2 weeks because they've been uploading so fast. So I'm getting caught up. So I'm hoping next week I can start showing my Every Bit Counts challenge videos because I don't want to get too far behind on those ones. So, yeah, I'm going to try these. I'm going to look those up. Candy cane striped zinnias. Those are going to be next year's seed list.
So you visited Lincoln, Oromocto, and Fredericton. So you went not too far from Ren's homestead, actually.
Yep.
Jack and Lindsay. They must be busy too. Usually they're all over our live streams, and we haven't seen them in a while. I spoke to them a little bit the other day. There, we're going deer hunting with Jack, and he told us that he was ready for us, and getting the spot ready, putting some apples, salt, and all that stuff.
Cool.
It was awesome. Good. Right on. I was tired of going fishing at the beach, not catching anything. I mean, it seemed for a while that I was going there every day, never catching anything, and I'm like, at some point, I need to catch something to put something on YouTube. So I, there's a video that YouTube probably have seen already. If not, it's out for members only for now. It will come out either tomorrow or Sunday. But I had so much fun. It was last night. It was so much fun.
Cool.
The view, the boat drive, like everything was just perfect. We caught our limit for mackerel, and I caught a striped bass. It gave me about 12 pounds of delicious fish. So an extra 12 pounds for Shedwars.
Awesome.
I'm going back tomorrow morning.
Nice. There's something about getting out in a boat and fishing from a boat. It just allows you to get to the areas, especially with the depth finder. You can kind of see the bottom. I don't know if striped bass are like the largemouth bass or not, but when you get out there and you can see the structure of the bottom and you can tell that there's
A lot of fish.
a lot of fish or just some structure, some like a fallen tree or something down there, or brush. It really makes a difference.
Yeah, I was talking about with Lynn about the every bit count challenge. I'm in the same situation. I'm not even harvesting anything yet from my garden.
I mean, mine's a good week behind. Like I'm trying. Like I got my new dehydrator this week, so I finally found one. I researched so much, I was getting to the point where I'm like, I'm just buying one at this point. So I went down to our little place we go berry picking, and I bought just a small thing of blueberries because I want to see how it does with dehydrating. So I filmed that because I thought this counts.
Yes, it did.
And I canned two pints of green and yellow beans the other night because that's all I picked. But that's the whole point, right? Two pints. It's every bit counts. So that's two more than I had.
Yeah.
So and I think I can pick yellow beans this weekend again. I think it looks like the ones that weren't quite ready a couple of days ago are ready today. So I'm excited though. I've got pumpkins. I've got white pumpkins. I got about 3 of them about this big right now. And I've got 12 sugar baby watermelons, and I've got one about this big. I'm just going to let the heat the next couple of days. I'm just going to let it sit out there for the next couple of days with this heat we're having, just to make sure it's sweet. And I'm hoping to pick that next week. I've never had luck with watermelon before, so I'm hoping this year worked.
It's probably going to be the best ever.
I hope so. And I've got 4 crookneck squash that I think I can pick a couple of them because this is my first year growing them, but it says between 4 to 7 inches, and I think that's what they are. Mm-hmm. So I'm literally gonna go out and measure them tomorrow and make sure. But
yeah, I've been harvesting cucumbers. I didn't plant enough cucumber plants, so it's taken me several days. I want to do some pickles. I got a good recipe for actual fermented pickles. You got to put them in the refrigerator when they're done, but I'll snack on them. But I just don't get enough from one harvest. Next year I need to plant more plants. Same with tomatoes. I get a small handful of tomatoes that are ready to pick, and I gotta wait for more.
Tracy, what's great about tomatoes, what I do, because I never get enough at once to do like, any big batches, I throw them in the freezer in Ziploc bags until I get enough. And when you take them out and you run them under the water, the skins come right off like nothing.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Cool.
it's so much easier. They literally fall right off in your hand as running under the water. And then I just throw them into my whatever I'm doing. I just throw them into the roaster or the pot or whatever. And that way, because I can never get, I might this year. This year I might actually get enough at one time if they all flush up at the right time. But
Yeah, same here. I got so many growing right now. Like it's the most tomatoes I've ever had,
me
and
too.
they're actually like getting red on the bush.
On the
It's the
vine,
first time it's ever happened to me.
I have
Oh.
four volunteer tomato plants. I have no idea where they came from. I have no idea what kind they are. I think somebody around me is missing 4 tomato plants they planted, and I think maybe the critters dug it up and
Yeah.
replanted it in my yard. I'm letting them go. I'm like, hey, they're doing great. Might as well see what I can get out of them.
Yeah. I just upgraded to my batteries from lead acid, 700 amp hours of lead acid to 800 amp hours of the lipo4, lithium phosphorus or lithium iron phosphorus or whatever. And oh my goodness, it's night and day. So I'm going to give it a week or two, a few weeks, just to make sure that everything's going to work okay. And then I'm going to bring my little freezer up, and I'll have more freezer space because right now I just got the little freezer above the fridge, and that'll be nice. That will open up a whole new avenue of food preservation for me. Because
Awesome.
having the freezer at Trevor's, it's just I've got pig in it from last year, but just going through his house, going down cellar, and then tracking sand up because he's got a sand floor on part of the cellar. I hate tracking through his house on him. Not that he's the one sweeping; it's probably his wife Beth that's doing the cleaning.
Marilyn, it's already out. I double checked to be sure. I thought maybe I was wrong, but the video is out there for the members only for now. For the others, it's gonna come out probably on Sunday or maybe tomorrow night. Cod is king here in Newfoundland. Cod is pretty good. Around here, we have mackerel, and we recently started having striped bass in the past couple of years. Pretty good fish too. Snickers, yeah, that's all I have. Also, snap peas, and I ate the first one today.
I didn't even plant any in the spring because our spring was so awful. So I planted them for the fall, and they've already germinated and they're already starting to come up out of the ground. So fingers crossed. And I planted more carrots for the fall because my carrots are doing horrible this year.
Oh yeah, mine are doing great.
Oh, mine! I know.
Yeah,
I saw
mine are
that
doing
video.
good.
I was jealous. I put them in a different spot than the ones I did from the spring, so I'm gonna see. And I did a whole whack more green and yellow beans too for the fall because that is one of the vegetables we eat a lot of.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might as well plant what we like. So
Yeah, absolutely.
and get more of them. So
Yeah, Sal's saying that he has a lot of beans on his property, on his land. I went there just before I came over on this live, and I had a broody hen, and she now has 2 little chicks under her.
Awesome.
She's
Awesome.
sitting on the egg, so I'm guessing there's going to be more in the next couple of days because usually if the eggs are no good, she'll toss them out, and they're all still there. So,
oh my goodness, that is so cute.
Hey,
hello,
Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
Patrick's here as well. Hello,
I
Patrick.
know. I've even missed my last couple of Saturday morning coffee/teas with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I miss them, and I'm gonna miss it tomorrow morning. I have to
Oh, there's Renz.
make sure I don't forget to put it on for you guys.
I don't know if I'll be on because, well, my plan is to sleep in, but it seems like whenever I plan it, something happens and I don't get to do it. Couple of days, 2 mornings ago, like the night before, I said, okay, I'm going to stay up a little bit late, read a little bit, and I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to treat myself to sleeping in. And sleeping in is like maybe 8. That's like sleeping in. So I stayed up late. I was sleeping in, and then all of a sudden I hear, Lynn. And I'm like, what? He goes, I hate to wake you up, but I got a problem. And I roll over, and there's a chicken in my face. My husband carried the chicken into the house. He said the chicken was limping. He said, I looked, her foot was all swollen and she had something in her foot. He said, I need some help. So I'm like, well, give me a second. So I wake up, I said, I'm not going out there in my pajamas. So I throw on some clothes and we go down, and I don't know what it was, a rock or something, but we pulled it out and then we soaked her foot in Epsom salt for a little while to make sure we got everything. And we tried to bandage it, but that wasn't going to work. So we just kind of had to, but she seems, knock on wood, she seems okay. But my mother's like, what do you mean you woke up to a chicken in your face? I'm like, she said, there's a chicken in your bedroom. Like,
Well, I'd rather have a chicken than have a snake. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
All right. Check if the stem is brown. I think it's the best way to know if the squash is ready.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't say it. I said it. Squash.
Oh, I have water here.
Yeah, I'm keeping the beer for tomorrow.
Oh,
Try to get one of the kids to go water it, but no. Yeah. This year, the kids are helping me a lot more,
good.
which is not that surprising considering Shed Wars. They're very competitive, so they want to help as much as they can.
Good.
Yeah, lots of green, but no red yet. I've had a couple of red tomatoes, not that many, but
Now, Remy, did you get some of the Indigo Rose cherry tomatoes?
I have no idea.
Patrick gave. I thought he gave everybody one, and then I
Was
started
black
some. Yeah, I've
Black
got.
cherry tomato?
Yeah, they're almost like a dark purple. I've got 4 because I thought mine all died, but I guess they didn't. And they've got quite a few on them, but they're still really hard. And all my research, because this is my first year growing them, they turn almost like a neon purple and a little bit of red on the bottom. And mine still aren't anywhere near that. They're still very dark purple with green on the bottom. So I was just wondering if anyone else had them, because I know Patrick handed them out to everybody, how theirs are looking. I just want to make sure I'm not doing something wrong, because
I planted them. I know they're in the garden somewhere. I don't remember where, but I don't remember seeing any darker tomatoes.
Okay.
And Tracy is frozen right now, and he kind of looks weird.
I know.
He's like,
he looks like a lounge singer in Vegas. All right.
Oh, I'm not frozen on this end.
you are on our end.
Sorry.
You're like you start talking about something, and you're just like,
I've got this one gray hair over here on in my mustache that is distracting me. Something fierce. Oh, I see it now. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
That's good.
it's not my peppers. Lots of green. I have a lot of peppers too that are pretty much the same, just waiting to change colors.
No, Patrick, they're my peppers. I'm just starting now to see some orange and some yellow finally, like down one stripe down them. So they're finally starting to turn color. I mean, you can pick them, bring them in the house, put them in like a box or a paper bag, and they will change color in your house. But they're just not as sweet as if you let them color on the plant.
Yeah.
But they're still good. Because last year my peppers were so late because we got that cold weather so late in the year that I ended up bringing a bunch of green ones in and ripening them in the house, and they were fine.
I saw Robert. Hello, Robert from Homestead Aquarius. Thank you for dropping by. Had an amazing trip to New Brunswick. That's great. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Mine are on flower already. Really happy about something. Jihan.
Did you see what Patrick sent? Let me see if I can. It's gonna work. Let me see. Nope, I don't think. Maybe if I let.
I think if you put it closer to the camera.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
There's Remy. Look at this way. Look at Rem. Uh,
Yeah, it's been a while since we could join a live stream and with a bunch of people like that. Like everyone's busy, right? Like I haven't been to one of Tracy's live streaming since I don't know when.
I haven't
I
had
haven't
one in 2
been
weeks.
on
I think.
for a long time. It's just go go go. It's that time of year where everything is just. I go to work. I come home. I sometimes have time to take a bite. Got to go to my new spot on Sales Land, feed the animals, get them ready, tuck them in for the night, go fishing, go harvest something somewhere, take care of the garden as much as I can. I have a couple of baby rabbits right now that were born this weekend. I have some in the incubator. Um, I lost, I'd say, 75% of my quails.
Oh no.
I I needed to find a cage to put them in because when they were young and small, it didn't take them much space. And when they started growing up, I figured I was going to take the cage I had outside and I got it ready and everything with the wood chips. And oh, Lynn left. Got it ready with the wood chips and everything. And then first thing I noticed was a lot of earwigs in my cage. So I'm like, well, I'm not bringing that inside. So I put the quails in there for the night, and I arrived the next morning, and I had 6 left out of the 22. I think it was too cold, but then again, it was like we're in the middle of a heat wave. It was like, close to over 80 Fahrenheit for sure.
oh, geez, it shouldn't have been too cold for them, but
Maybe it was just a shock. I don't know.
well, that's too bad.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think if I ever build my barn, yeah, there you go. Play us some more music.
Mhm.
If I ever get my barn built, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some quail, the partridges, basically,
Yeah.
because I've got them around here. So, hopefully, I'll be able to boost the population around here, and because they're good eating, big time.
oh yeah, I want to try the quails, but I want to make sure I have a nice flock before I do so because I don't think they have a big lifespan. Like I think they only live for like 3 years. So I want to get
Mhm.
know, my flock growing a little bit more before I start eating them.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Danielle, I have that in mind. I've had that in mind for a long time now. I wanted to do a little bit of karaoke the other night, and as soon as my turn came up, my battery died. So I didn't have any chance of filming myself, but it's gonna happen at some point.
Uh, I bought several of these little things, and I keep them right in my camera bag. And they're just little battery packs for
Yep.
cell phones.
Yep.
Plug them right into the camera. Most cameras have an outlet for them. I
Yep.
meant grouse is what I want to.
Oh, okay.
Rough grouse is what we have. We call them partridges.
Yeah, rough grouse. Call them both.
Yeah. Wrap that breast meat in bacon and roast it for a little while.
Oh yeah.
We had some exciting stuff happening here yesterday. We've got a bear roaming around.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's not something we see, and it was in the one of the subdivisions last night. Was the last sighting of it down where the kids play at the park. So they were telling everyone like, don't let your kids to the park right now, please.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it looks.
Good
I mean,
idea.
the pictures we've seen of him, he or she looks very healthy. Like there's not
Mm.
any main. Like it looks very healthy. It's just either the heat's driving him out of the woods, or because there's no water. Like we haven't had rain,
Yeah, it's dry.
and I've been leaving bowls of water around for the wildlife around here, um, trying to help them because and I feel bad complaining about watering my garden so much because at least I have water to water the garden, but I'm exhausted. Like
Yeah.
it's
I
exhausting.
bought a sprinkler, and because I bought a little pump, 12-volt pump to pump
Sean?
water from the totes to the greenhouse, so I can get the stuff. I can water the stuff that's in containers, and I hooked that up to the sprinkler, and it did great. I came inside for a while, figured I'd let it go for a while. I went outside, and I had gone through like 400 gallons. It was horrible. I just went through almost a whole tote of water. Beautiful rainwater, but I didn't mean to put that much on it.
Hello, Scott and Sean, 12 Stones Ranch. I think it's the first time I see you here. Thank you very much for dropping by.
Welcome.
People talking to each other. And just a little shout out to my friend here, GBL. He's missing a couple of hours to be monetized. So if you want to help him out,
I'm trying.
that'd be great.
I reached 5,000 hours 2 days ago.
Cool. That's great.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is awesome.
Just can't get the subscribers.
You're sitting at what right now? 600.
635, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I reached
You and Annie
635.
are following each other pretty much.
Yeah, it's just. I wish they would take other things into consideration besides subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just go ahead.
Who, me? No, I just was agreeing with her.
Okay. I was about to say that I was able to find a way to put my merch store directly on YouTube, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
We live in Partridge Country. Every time I go on sales land, I hear one somewhere flapping its wing.
We're
146
turkey country here. We just saw Mama and her babies tonight walking down the side of the road on the way home.
Cool. I wish we had turkeys around here.
I keep telling
Talking about
David,
turkeys.
get out and grab it. Go ahead, get out and grab it. There's Thanksgiving right there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not a poacher, but I kind of had a feeling if I ever went hunting and saw a turkey that it might end up in my freezer.
Well, we got one that loved hanging around our yard last year. And I'm like, you keep coming around, you might just be in my freezer by
Right?
The ones that I have right now, saw them today. They're getting pretty big. I had one was 11, one was 12, and one was 13-pound last year. And I'm pretty sure I'm already at the same size right now, and I still have about a week or two left before I butcher them. I can even
I
go
was going to ask
further.
you, when do you butcher them? You do it in a week or two?
Well, last year I did them beginning of September, but this year it's different because sales went a lot. The beginning of the summer, you would go in the morning, feed them, and then I would go back at night, feed them again. As last year, I would come back from work and feed them when I got back from work, so they were only getting fed once a day. Being fed twice daily. Last year, my chickens were 4.5 pounds on average, and they were like 12 weeks old when I butchered them, and they were 10 this year, and I average about 5 pounds.
Yeah,
So
I did see that video of your chickens that you did. That was pretty. That didn't take you guys too long either to do that many.
Oh, it was crazy.
That was crazy.
We did 47 chickens in 3 hours on Saturday.
Wow.
Then they
Wow.
had to do like they wanted to cut them in specific ways, and they wanted to keep the gizzards and the heart and the livers, and they took care of that after. But I left at that point. The next morning we did mine, and we started around 9:30, 12:45. I was home. They were all in the freezer. You know,
Great.
it went so fast. Like We
It
got
must
used
feel
to.
good, Remy, to see all those chickens in your freezer.
Yes, especially with the cost of the grocery right now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez. And it just seems like it doesn't. They keep telling us it's going to stop in September, and I'm like, good grief! Like that's not an answer. I'm sorry, but it just seems like every time we go, the stuff we buy is higher, and we buy the same stuff pretty much all the time. So I know how much it is, and it just
Yeah.
seems like it just never stops.
Yeah. It is, unfortunately, it is. I think it's just going to get worse.
I do too.
So, I figured the thing to do to help me through the recession was to go spend 30 grand on a tractor. But I'm still getting older, and I'm
Yeah.
hoping it's going to
Yeah.
help with that.
That's one of the reasons we got the 4-wheel drive 4-wheeler, because we use it on the homestead. We're going to be using it for plowing in the winter. It's been such a big help this year already around the homestead, helping with things. So, I mean, just hooking up the trailer to it and moving it around the yard, instead of hauling the trailer, like just little things like that. Because like you said, like I said to my husband, we got to think about 10, 15 years down the road. So, and, yeah, I just, my mom and I have been talking about this a lot because she lives in Florida, and all of our relatives in Maine are so worried about heating fuel this winter. Like it's August and they're already worrying about that. Like worrying to the point where they're having health problems from the worry. And I said to my mother, I said, I think the hardest thing about all this and the most frustrating for me is the helplessness. And I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican, Liberal, PC, NDP. I don't care who they are. I don't think a damn one of them care about us. I don't think any of them do.
That's the thing.
Left wing or right wing, they're on the same bird.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And even when they get somebody who does want to change things and try to do better, they don't last, because when they get there, they can't compete with the lobbyist. And everyone they can't compete with them. So they end up not running again because they can't stay honest or whatever, because they can't get anything done. So I just, I'm to the point where I'm just so tired of all of them.
And yes, Gary, it's pretty fun to have the chickens in the freezer. I'm gonna have 8 turkeys coming, and they're a lot bigger. $50 challenge in February will be way harder to do.
Yeah, I don't know if it can be done. I barely put anything in my cart the other day, and it was $100, and I'm eating for one. Of course, I'm eating well.
Yeah. Well, the food. Lately, I'm not as worried about food as I used to be. For one, I have the garden, I have the barn, like I have animals, the farm, the rabbits, the chickens, turkeys. I can go hunting. The only thing is, with hunting, is that the bullets are very, very hard to find now.
Mm-hmm.
They're back order pretty much everywhere. But beside that, I mean, you can go forage your own food. And from what Jessica was telling me last week, people get 75% of their diet from foraging. 75% is a lot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's amazing. It's like every day I find something new that I think is a weed, and turns out to be either an herb for medicinal stuff or for food, or I've got elderberry growing everywhere now. I was all bummed out because the deer were eating the elderberry bush, and I was walking down the driveway the other day, and I'm looking, and I see what looks like elderberries. So I took a picture of it with my phone, and it said it's elderberries.
Cool. One more year of teaching, and my retirement gift will be a tractor. Nice.
Check out Branson I don't know if they sell them in Canada. They're young. They're part of TYM. But this tractor with the loader was only it was 22 grand, which is a lot cheaper than a lot of the other ones, and it's a 25 horse, but it's got the highest lifting, 2,200 pounds of lifting with the loader, for a 25 horse, and it's just I did a lot of research. Trevor did a lot of research, and it is a lot more affordable than like Kubota or John Deere, and um,
Yeah, I'm gonna have a bumper crop of elderberries this year. This is the best year. This is our 4th year with them, I think, and this will be by far the best year. They were covered with blossoms this year,
Nice.
and now they're just full of green berries. They're getting bigger every day, and just waiting for them to change color. So I'm pretty happy because none of my chamomile grew this year. Never have I
Wow.
never had that. I've never had chamomile not grow. It's the easiest. And I planted it in 5 different places in the garden, and I don't know if I got bad seed.
Maybe.
None of it germinated. Not one. I don't have a single chamomile. I'm glad I had so much last year that I still have a whole jar full of dried chamomile flowers. So I'm glad I still have a good jar to get me through this winter for my teas and different things. But I'm like, gosh, I don't know what happened this year. I'm starting to wonder too if some of the dirt we got, because I'm seeing a lot of homesteaders, especially in the States, saying that their dirt that they thought was organic, come to find out it had been tainted with phosphate. And I'm starting to wonder if that didn't happen here, because my carrots were planted in that dirt too, and they have not done well. My celery from Dave Knight was planted in that dirt. That hasn't done well. Like everything that's been planted in that dirt that we got is not doing well. And all the big bags of dirt I just bought from Home Depot that was organic is doing amazing.
yeah.
So I'm wondering if my dirt wasn't tainted too.
Well, they just found out that the manure is being tainted by something they're putting on the cows, or whether it's a pesticide or to keep flies away or whatever. There was something that they're putting on the feed that they're feeding the cows, that is going through. So even the manure, and horses too, and so even the manure is got an herbicide in it. It's ridiculous.
Yes, Robert, 75% is a lot foraging. But when you consider that you can go and get some wild strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, elderberries, cherries, there's probably some more that I don't think of. They harvest some plants. They harvest some, maybe like they might be talking about fishing as well. I don't know if it's included in foraging or not. They're doing a lot of mushrooms as well. Mushrooms is something that I am currently learning, and I'm hoping to find some in the next couple of weeks because I really want to try the chanterelles and morels. They're not gonna come out before next spring, but I'm into it now. I'm taking a class, a foraging class, so I'm hoping to have even more knowledge.
Yeah,
Huckleberries.
huckleberries. I like
I've
huckleberries.
never had huckleberries.
The service berries. Who was it? Just said something about service berry. Melissa, Little House in the Big Woods. She's got service berries that are getting ripe, and they are delicious. In jam, I've had them in jam, service berry jam.
Cool.
Oh, so TYM is yeah. So you might even be able to get it factory direct, which would be awesome.
Challenge.
I think he's just pressing the phone for me.
I agree 100% on the.
Yeah.
Weird between the weather and I don't know. It's just been the weirdest year. My pepper plants are not very. I've got a couple that got very tall, but for the most part they're short. But they're loaded with like 3 or 4 peppers,
Yeah.
and they're good sized peppers. So I'm like, I don't care how tall you get, just give me peppers.
Yeah.
Same here. Chamomile, the one I planted,
Huh.
just tiny. I went over to get some chicken feed, not too far from here, and I was looking on the ground. And I told the woman, do you know these are chamomile plants? She's like, no. Like, what can I do with them? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna teach you. So I was all happy to
Yeah.
show her the difference between the daisies and chamomile, and I told her what to do with them, and it's cool. She had them growing all over her place. She didn't know about them.
I love chamomile. It smells amazing, and it makes, I use it in tea. I use it in skin lotion. I mean, there's just so many things. And like I said, it grows so easy usually.
Take care,
Very
Gary.
relaxing.
Yeah, it's been hot and cold pretty much all summer. We've only had nice warm weather in the last couple of weeks, but even the nights are not that warm.
I know. Last night was our first night where we were in the 80s overnight, which is, gosh, what, 30s? And that's the first time all summer. We've been like, in the mornings, I'll go out and I'm like, my gosh, it's actually kind of cool. And then by 9 o'clock, it's really hot. But it's so weird. Like, that's just,
Yeah.
it's just been
In the
the
60s.
summer of weird.
Yeah. The low 60s. I don't know what's going on. I think the Earth is in an elliptical. It's not a circle around the sun, and sometimes we're a little farther away from the Earth or from the sun, and sometimes we're a little closer. This year, it could be both. Because if you're farther away, it's going to be cooler. Well, we're getting cooler nights. If you're close, and then during the day, it's just so hot.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if frogs start falling from the sky or something.
Mhm.
Tracy's frozen.
And of course, this is the year where everyone, I don't know about everyone, but especially me, where you feel a little more pressure to have a good garden to put up for the winter, like at least for
Yeah.
me. And of course,
year
this
more
is the
than
year
ever.
that is struggling. So, but I've been feeling a lot of stress because of all things, the weather, because our roof, our siding, and then it got really hot. They were only able to do 3 hours today on our house, and it got so hot that they had to stop, which I totally understand. It's 105 degrees out, and I understand, but I was in my garden, I was picking beans, and I finally said, you know what, Lynn, you've got to stop stressing over things you have no control of. You can't control the weather. You got to stop stressing over it. I can't control the weather. Maybe someday, but I don't control it today. So,
Let's put it this way, Lynn. You beat it 4 times. You went through worse than that. You
yeah,
can do it
I
again.
know.
You'll be fine.
But I just want it done so we don't have to worry about it anymore, right? So,
Blueberries are here. Also, I'm supposed to go again Sunday. I have about 6 pounds of delicious
Ooh.
wild blueberries in my
Oh.
fridge right now.
I miss wild blueberries. I mean, we have the high bush ones here, which are delicious. I love them, but there's nothing compared to the wild blueberries I used to get as a kid.
No,
That we used to rake as a kid. Talk about a horrible job.
tremendous amount of wild food that is unknown to people. Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm trying to learn. I know there's so much plants out here that are edible. Same with mushrooms. Same with even some part of trees. Sometimes, like spruce tips in the spring.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to eat. Like, I mean, to me, it's so good. I was playing a softball game the other day, and in the spring, the end of spring, early summer, and I think I went to pee, and I came back and I grabbed a piece of spruce tips, and I went to the other people. I'm like, you can eat them. They were all like, what? Yeah, ate it, and we're all like, yeah, like you're weird. No, it's good.
Yeah. And the thing is we need to start learning this stuff again. We need to start teaching our children this stuff again, because things aren't like they've been in the last 50 years. We're going to have to start making do. The thing is if you're homesteading, you're going to end up, hopefully, you're going to end up actually being able to put up the comfort food as well as the other food. Okay, like we were just talking, the different jams and stuff, huckleberries and service berries and stuff like that. So we'll have those comfort foods, which are really important, man, especially if you got kids or if you're fat like me. Comfort food is very important.
To me, blueberry jams are my favorite. It's summer in a jar, right? When you open that up and you put, it's like, you think of, I think of all of us picking them. And this year my mom joined us because she was here, and she went blueberry picking with us and strawberry picking with us. So I'll think of that also when I'm eating it. So it is comfort food. Absolutely. And since I discovered Pomona's pectin, I wasn't going to make any jam this year other than blueberry because we're all out of that one, but I had to try it, and I can't even eat the old jam anymore. It is so good. The fact that it's not so much sugar in it. Like I'm converted. That's how I'll be making my jam from now on.
Yeah, Pomona's is pretty good. I'm supposed to get blackcurrants. I just need to go and pick them up. My friend has a lot of them, and he told me I could just go and grab a few ones. So that's going to be another addition to my homestead. I'm hoping to have a lot of fruit trees, fruit bushes, anything that grows perennial is something that I'm very interested in.
Yeah.
I'd like to try growing some nut trees. Like I'd like to start trying that, maybe some walnuts and some hazelnuts. Definitely. I'd like to add those next.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with my mini bell peppers from Baker Creek seed. Nice. That's cool. Hello, Wild Edibles. Thank you very much for dropping by.
She wants to know if anyone's heard of pemmican.
Pemmican. It's a dried meat mixture type thing, I believe. Or dried fruit, maybe. It's one of those. It was used in the 1800s for people searching the whole frontiersmen, trappers, and stuff.
I'm gonna go look it up.
That's what I'm doing.
Dried meat and sometimes dried berries.
A dried meat, traditionally bison, pounded into coarse powder and mixed with equal amount of fat and occasional Saskatoon berries. Okay. All right. Yes, I know. Okay. Or blueberry. I've heard tell of it with the blueberry. Yep. It actually doesn't look that bad.
No, it's actually quite good. It's got more nutrition than just jerky, because you have the berries and the plants and stuff in it too.
Cool. I'll have to try that out. I still have some moose meat in my freezer that I need to.
It kind of looks like granola.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too. Like,
but it makes kind of like little bars.
Yeah.
You can cut it into little bars.
Oh, it says here, Remy, you can do it with fish.
Oh yeah, nice. Berries are yummy. It's dried meat with berries.
Native Americans. It's a Native American.
Also, the fat.
Hardtack. That's what they used to call it. Now I know what she's talking about. Yes, they used to eat it on Little House on the Prairie. That's how I know it.
Okay, was it Pa Ingalls or El Monzo that you were in love with? All the girls were in love with one of the two.
I actually liked Albert.
Oh, there you go.
We love that show. We actually my husband got it for me on DVD, and my daughter and I watch it, and we watch the Christmas specials every Christmas, and every Christmas I cry.
Then thank you very much for dropping by. I would like to try it as well.
I think I can't. This is the thing too. I have found since doing this lifestyle, I am eating things and trying things I never thought I would before, ever in a million years. Like even bell peppers. If you had told me 8-10 years ago I would love bell peppers and eat them like an apple, I would have called you a filthy liar.
I've always loved bell
And I
peppers.
love them.
And there's something about picking it from your garden.
Oh, so good.
It's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they say 10 minutes after you pick a vegetable, it starts losing a lot of its nutrients, a lot of its flavor, and you think of how far some of our food has come, like the January tomatoes and stuff from Brazil.
Yep.
And you're like, wow.
Yep. And it's like all the green vegetables you can eat as soon as you pick them, they're just pumping with chlorophyll the second you pick them and when you eat them. So you're getting all that. I mean, that's the best part about being the gardener in the family. I get to eat while I'm out there picking. So I'm out there eating raw green beans the other day.
Take care, Robert.
Yeah, green bean. I might have told this story before, but when my father had a stroke, I took him on the 4-wheeler down to my house when I lived in Port Leyden, and I wanted to show him my garden because it was funny that I was gardening because he tried to get me into gardening when I was growing up, and I fought him tooth and nail. And so I'm showing him stuff, and all of a sudden he started trying to start the wheeler. He couldn't move his left side. So I started the wheeler and I put it in first gear, and I let him steer, and I controlled the gas, and he pulled over to my fence, and I had my cherry tomatoes growing up my fence, and he just, proud as a peacock, started picking and eating my cherry tomatoes. I said, "You have your fill, Pa."
Yeah. Oh man. I can't wait till those indigo rose cherry tomatoes. I can finally try one because they're supposedly like the most flavorful of all the cherry tomatoes. That's why I wanted to grow them. So I can't wait to get that one off of there and try them. So that's the best part about being the gardener. You get to eat while you're out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love avocado. I can't believe the last 5 years I love guacamole and avocado, and I'm the only one who does in our whole, like, my father won't eat it, my mother won't touch it, my husband, my kids, none of them. And I can't believe I love it. But I do.
It's very good for you.
Oh, it's so yummy. My daughter I make her this chocolate pudding with avocados, and she'll eat that. She loves that.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Cosmic Cultivators, are you monetized yet? And I think Robert left, by the way. Yeah, raw from the garden.
Mary Lynn's. I'm obsessed with that salad. I have another one in my refrigerator I just bought. I've got to learn to make the dressing. It's the dressing I love so much. I mean, well, it's all good, but yeah, I've got to learn to make my own dressing. It's one of those twisted salads. It's Caesar avocado, and it is so good. It is so good. And I'll grill up some chicken, throw chicken in there, and I have lunch or supper, all just in like a bowl, and it's so good. But yeah, I'm obsessed.
Nice.
I like doing that too. Going outside, grabbing the food.
Oh.
So Cosmic Cultivator, 60 hours away. You should have it by tomorrow. I got your playlist playing on 2 computers.
You know they can tell that though, right?
That it's playing on 2 computers?
In the same house, yeah. But
Oh,
they
couldn't
don't.
they?
It's not in the same house.
Oh.
I got a computer at work. I got a computer here.
Oh, there you go. It's amazing. It's like with Amazon. I asked him, I said, how do you determine who my friends are? Because if they're
Yeah.
your friends, they don't count the merchandise. It doesn't count for your affiliate.
And what does it matter if they're your friends? So what? They're buying stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I think too.
I
And-
lost mine. I had to re-sign up again because I didn't get enough. I got 2 sales and it didn't add up to enough. So I had to re-sign all up and I'm starting all over again. If it doesn't work this time, I'm not going to try again for a bit. Part of it is hard because the majority of my subscribers are American and it's Canadian Amazon. I tried doing the American one and it wouldn't work.
They have an international link. There's something you do, you activate it, and your link will take them to their page if they're on .com or
Oh,
I'm not totally sure how it works, but it's like my sister's in Florida. How do they know that I don't know. Hey, Belinda and Chuck, how's it going?
All stars.
yeah. I mean, Tracy, my cousin is in British Columbia. She ordered 4 things that I had recommended for the dog and stuff, and I sent her the link, and she used my link. They won't count that.
Yeah, if you
And it
send
was
it
like
in a personal
180.
message-
It was like $180 in sales to them.
Yeah. I
Wasn't
had
on sale, though.
my friend Matt in Port Leyden ordered $300 or $400 worth of solar equipment, solar panels, batteries, cables, all this good stuff, and they wouldn't count it towards me. Now he would not have bought from Amazon if
Yep.
it weren't for my links.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand them. That's why if I can't get it this time, I'm going to forget about it for a while. The heck with them.
And then if you ask them, well, how do you make this? Because I don't know this person. How do you make this determination that they're my friend? And they're like, that's proprietary information. We can't tell you. Well, you're spying on us all the time. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yep.
Yeah. Tomorrow Night Live will help. We will be preserving 30-ish pound food forage. Just got done doing more blueberries, apples, and pears. Nice.
ooh,
Well, hopefully you'll get the 60 hours soon.
Yeah, I'm doing pears. I'm going to can pears this year for the first time because my daughter loves them. And those little Dole cups and fruit juice, the price of them has skyrocketed so bad here. And the way she goes through them, I'm like, I'm just going to can. Well, no, our pear season will be just in a week or two, actually, here for Ontario. And I'm just going to buy like a bushel and just can them all up myself. So she's got enough to get her through because, I mean, they used to go on sale for like 2 for $4. Now they're $4 for one package.
yeah,
And that's insane.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, 12 Stones Range.
Okay. I'm like, what is that that just came up on my screen?
New member.
I have you watched on different accounts, same house, because he wants to watch too. I don't know if the 2 computers have the same IP address, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's very little. What do you call it? Very little difference in the IP addresses. Netflix just came out where you can, if because so many people were giving their Netflix passwords to people, they're going to start charging by the household now. If you get like a week or 2 of using your Netflix account, like if you're on vacation or something, but if it's more than that, then they're going to add a surcharge on your thing.
I know, because my sister and my niece and nephew all use my parents, and they're all in different states now. And my father said, "Okay, time to get your own Netflix."
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of people using IP ads software, and like let's say you're a Canadian, you can connect to the American Netflix and
Yeah.
have different kind of shows.
We did have it for a while before we moved out here. We had, yeah, it looked like we were in the States. We paid $5 a month for that, but that's back when Netflix was only $7.99. So I didn't mind paying $5 plus the $7.99 because we would get all the American things because the Canadian Netflix sucks.
Oh.
It takes us forever to get the stuff on our Netflix. You know, we'll be like a year behind and they'll finally show up. So I don't know if you can still do that or not. I won't pay it. I'm paying enough for streaming services right now, quite frankly. So
Yeah,
Same
I
here.
just closed down Friendly TV, my subscription to Friendly TV, and that had all my pistol shows and my Sportsman's Channel and stuff like that on it. So I'm down to what is it? Hulu, Netflix, and Disney.
Yeah. We have Paramount Plus. Again, I have teenagers and my husband, he loves the channel. I'm happy to have it because Ink Master is back next month on that. So I'm ecstatic because I love that show. We have Netflix. We have Disney Plus. That one's expensive. My goodness, that one's expensive. And what's the other one we have? Discovery Plus, because I love my Food Network and my Home Garden channel and all that. And the crazy thing is we still have satellite. And I'm like, why do we still have satellite? Because every time I try to call it, we're experiencing higher than normal calls. It could be 3 to 4 hours, and I just don't have the patience to wait on. So meanwhile, it's 4 or 5 months later, and I'm still paying a stinking satellite bill because you can't cancel it online. I can order more channels online, but I can't cancel my subscription to satellite online.
That's crazy. They have a way to do it. That's what they do.
I was able, so I was talking to them online and I said, well, how about if can I just go down to the bare minimum? And I'm thinking maybe $50. Guess what? I'm already on the bare minimum.
Oh, wow.
And we're paying, it's $136 a month.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, I said, we've got to stop this with it. He goes to part-time at the end of October. He'll be part-time from November to, I think, roughly February, we think. We never know because then they come to him and they say, hey, there was more money in the budget. We can offer you a full-time contract now if you want to take it. And, of course, he takes it as soon as they offer it to him. So, but, yeah, we're going to have a few months where he's part-time. So I'm going to have to suck it up and just keep it on speaker and go about doing stuff around the house while I wait for a real person to come on the phone so I can cancel this darn thing. Because we got to cancel it.
Oh, yeah, it's the same thing here. We got so many things, and we try to cancel the cable, and it's a bundle, right? So we have the cable, the internet, and home phone all together. And if we remove one thing, it ends up costing even more. So we're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Chris or Gina talking about the Apple Crisp. You're canning Apple Crisp. That's a video I want to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see that video.
I just did. I just canned a bunch of blueberry crisp. I got 7 quart jars filled.
Now I know it can be canned because we used to get the when I was in Desert Storm, you always make friends with the supply sergeant in your unit.
Yeah.
And I would get these big tins of the Apple Crisp and the fake ice cream there and stuff like that. But
the freeze dried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that apple, oh my goodness,
it was good.
Yeah.
It was delicious. My dad would bring it home to us, and we loved it.
And that was back when I could eat anything I wanted and didn't have to worry about getting fat. I could just eat and eat and eat.
I mean, all I did was I canned the filling because this way I can use it as a pie filling. I can use it as a cobbler filling. I can use it as a crisp filling. I can use it to sweeten yogurt. I can use it because it's nothing to put the topping on,
Right.
like, whatever. So, and I'm really excited because I canned just blueberries this year. I've never done that before. And it's just boiling water and you get blueberry juice. Plus you can use the berries in muffins or pancakes or whatever in the winter. So you get 2 for your dollar kind of thing. So so I'm excited. I got quite a few of them. So I have about 26 to 28 cups roughly of blueberries frozen. So I think we're good for blueberries for the winter.
Yeah, I've got blackberries that Wendy and I picked, which I've ate like 3 handfuls of blackberries today. I need to go actually start harvesting some, but I've got cans of blackberries that we just canned just as blackberries. And Wendy had this recipe. I guess it was a recipe. You get the croissant, the rolls of croissant with the little ooh guy.
Oh yes, Pillsbury.
And you unroll it, and then you cut it in. You cut strips in it, but they don't touch. Then you fill it with the ready-made cream cheesecake filling, and then you take your canned blackberries and you dump that in there, and then you close it up.
Good.
And it's like a Danish, but it's delicious.
It doesn't sound too low calorie though.
No, I'm gaining weight thinking about it.
Me too.
Man, it's delicious.
Oh man.
So what
That's
sound
like
is that little Pillsbury? What sound does it make again? Looks like you've been practicing.
Oh yeah. I'm getting ready for Christmas with my ho ho hos too. But that I'll have to save.
Hello, thank you for dropping by. Fishes
Hey,
and
Fishes and
Loaves
Loaves Life. I like that.
That's pretty cool. A lot of new people tonight. Well, not necessarily new people, but a lot of people that don't come often.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think people are all ready to start having lives again.
Yeah.
It's gonna come soon. Summer is very, very busy, and they were saying. I think it was Danny at the Cajun Hydroponics was telling me that usually in summer the numbers go down, like the views, and I kind of noticed that as well because, I mean, I was always around 400 watch hours per month, and today when I looked, I was under 300. And it's the first time since I got monetized that I'm under 300. So there's a lot of people that are not watching YouTube in the summer, and that's totally normal.
I found it hard to do lives because I like to do mine around 7-ish. So if it goes for 2 hours, I'm done by 9. If I start at 8 and we end up going for 2.5 hours, I'm going into 10:30, and that's late for me. Especially once school starts, because I get up because I got to get the boy out of bed to catch the bus fairly early. So that's what I found hard about this time of year is that nobody can watch at 7 o'clock because they're still outside doing stuff. And with my mom here, lives have just been too hard. So it's been 3 weeks since I've done one, and I'm not doing one next week either. I'll do one when we come back from taking Mom. We're going to go to New York for 2 days.
I like to come on, even if it's just to say hi, how are you, and I've been doing this and that this week, and just to connect again, like to keep the connection going. Because if you stop doing your live stream, I always fear that people will lose interest.
Yeah.
At least if they want to watch, I'm here. If they don't, they still know I'm here because they'll see the notification and they'll know that I'm still doing a live stream.
Yeah.
Hello, Marshall. Thank you very much for dropping by.
I have to do a live stream this week because I hit 500, and so I'm going to be giving away some sweatshirts and some T-shirts and some stickers and stuff. But it's hard because 6 and 7 o'clock is just when it's starting to cool off. It's when I'm going back outside to get back into stuff.
Yeah.
Talking about shirts and giveaways, did you get the T-shirt you won?
Yes, I did. That
Nice.
is-
No worry at all, Chris.
Remy, did you get your sticker?
Yes, I got the both of yours pretty much around the same time.
Okay. The other person who won the sticker on my last the live I did a while ago, she never reached out to me. So I've got an extra one that I might do something with later. But I want to start back up with my She-Steaders. But again, like especially Steph and Angie and them, they're so busy right now. So I've kind of like said, we'll just put a pin in it. And maybe in the fall, we'll start back up. And I'd like to try at least once a month, try to have the 4 of us. And maybe I'm even going to reach out to other women homesteaders so I can have a different opinion from other women too. And I'd like to do a different bunch every so often just to have the difference. But I enjoy doing that. And it's something I've thought about for a long time. So I'd like to do that again. So
I miss doing it with the boys too. Like it's,
winter's so much easier, to do YouTube.
You have nothing better to do in the winter unless it's snowing like crazy like we have here. And I pull y'all up, all your videos up on my TV. I watch y'all on the big screen, and I'm usually crocheting or something while I'm or in the door in the day. I'm folding laundry or something, and I watch it. It's hard though because then I have to go back later and make comments either on my phone or my laptop so you guys can get the comments. But I can give you the thumbs up when I'm watching TV. I can do that. Yeah, I do the same sometimes. I'll go in my history and go see which one I watched and then go comment. And Chris, no worries at all. We're all pretty much in the same boat. Working, garden, fishing season, foraging season. It never stops. Plus, I got the 5 kids to take care of. At least they come with me and I enjoy spending time with them.
Yeah.
They enjoy it too, so that's good. Yeah, people are busy outside. Last year was much easier to watch people when I was learning how to edit in YouTube. This year we doubled our garden space just to have no time to sit in front of a TV, attend a lot of lives though. Yeah, garden is great. Like I love the way that you use everything that you can find and make a garden bed out of it. It's pretty cool. I'll do my first premiere next Monday. Yeah.
No, I saw the little thing for it to come up, and I clicked notify me. It's with the baby bunnies.
Yeah, a lot of times if you have a playlist, you can go in and set it to series, that this playlist is a series, and that way when people are watching a video from that playlist, the rest of the playlist will show up on the side. So, and it'll automatically just keep watching that whole playlist.
Yeah.
And I gotta admit, sometimes I'll find an old playlist of somebody's, and I start playing it, and I come in every once in a while just to refresh everything and let them know I'm still watching, even though I've been outside in the garden.
That's all good. It counts.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts. Yeah, and you say that you attend a lot of lives. I think it's harder to attend live streams. Like I love doing it, but the fact that I have to be there at specific hours, it's harder for me. Usually the best time for me to watch videos is when it's raining or when I'm at work.
Yeah.
I'll go during my break.
I hope your boss isn't watching.
No, but I mean during my breaks.
Oh, yeah.
Because with everything going on, we no longer really have a break room, so we don't really see each other. So I just have nothing better to do than sit in front of my computer and watch videos all day during my breaks, of course.
And for me, the summer's kind of giving me time to help me learn more about the YouTube, and everything, because I'm just figuring out the cards and the ends and all that. But what I find frustrating is I assume this is for everybody. You have to wait till the video's posted before you can add the end. At least that's how it is for me.
The end screen?
Yeah,
No,
it won't let me do it to the. Oh, sorry, the video's processed. It won't
yes.
let me add it, and for me, that can be sometimes 23 hours.
Yeah.
So it
But
could
you-
be in the middle of the night, and then I got to wake up in the morning, run downstairs, and go in. But by then, 15, 20 people might have already seen the video without the end screen.
Right. But you can go back to like your old videos and add all that stuff now too.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll do that. That's if I
Uh,
get. I have a few
And
hours.
it's not the best because it's like you said. Then by time you get it on there, a bunch of people. But for future watchers, you know,
Yeah, yeah. And I did put TubeBuddy back on, Remy. I did do that. I added it. So,
You using it?
yep. I don't have the paid one. I'm waiting to see if they're going to have a sale like you got. Like I'm waiting for because I just can't justify another. I'm not monetized yet, so I can't justify another expense right now. So I just have the free version, and it's pretty good. It still gives me suggestions and stuff, just not as many as if I was paying for it. So
Yeah. I think I got the pro version for $2 a month.
yeah,
and
that I would pay.
$1 for a year. So
Yeah.
I figured like I can't
yeah.
let it go.
I got an intermittent version. I think it was for I forget how much it was, but TubeBuddy really does. It helps you learn how to how to find your keywords and your some of your research. And it is nice to be able to hit that. If you got, I usually end up with like 6 of 9 of the suggested things
Yeah.
on my videos.
I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
And by the way, White Family Farm is at 11 p.m., but that's Central Time, right? I'm on Atlantic Time, so that's 1 a.m. for me, and I'm getting up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that's why I don't often.
What is it? That's midnight for me.
Yeah.
We're getting close to my bedtime now.
She was on
Sometimes
earlier today, because she was on with Tammy from Canning Rebels, and I'll be back.
All right.
Oh no, she said it's Eastern time, Roman. That's 11 o'clock though. Yeah, so that would be midnight for you.
That's 1 a.m. I think she's Central Time.
No, she said 11 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still midnight for me.
Yeah, that's yeah. No, that's late for me.
Yeah. Right now, I'm at work collecting trash and talking to you at the same time, so it's cool. So I'm participating in your trash collecting. That's awesome. Multi-talented, yes. Yeah. I do that too sometimes. Like, I mean, there's no way that I can watch every single video that everyone puts out.
I know.
I mean,
and make your own too, like and do your own channel. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I barely have time to watch my own video. Like, just to put play on my video, like I'm not even going to be in front of the TV to watch it. You know, like it's not because I don't want to do it. It's just because there's only 24 hours in a day, and I need some sleep, and I need to eat, and I need to work. But I always try. At least I'll give a thumbs up.
That's what I do. I try to at least give the thumbs up, and even if I only see a couple minutes, my comment might only be about the first few minutes, but I at least do that because I know that's important too. Because if you don't comment after a while, they take you off the channel.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So so I do try to do that, and I do my best. The problem here too is that everybody's home right now, and my mom's here. people don't enjoy watching the YouTube stuff like I do. So like right now, I'm up in my bedroom hiding because, you know, I get to, oh, are you going to watch that again? Well, I'm sorry. I find it exciting. And these are my friends and I'm trying to support them all. And this is when I have the time to watch. So yeah, I'll be glad when everyone's back to school, back to work, back to home.
Yeah, same for me. Like, I mean, in the summer when I go on break, sometimes it's so nice outside that we'll go and sit on the chairs outside just to get some sun.
Yeah. And you need that too. You need that few minutes just to decompress before you go back in.
Yeah, but in the winter it doesn't happen. I'm not going outside in the winter. And yeah, I hate winter.
And the winter, I'm usually in my pajamas by 5:30. Because I'm not going back out again.
Is Melon better than StreamYard?
Oh, that's what I'm wondering. I've never heard tell of that.
I've been on someone else's live stream before where they were using Melon. It looked the same. I don't know how everything is working, if it's the same from this end. Is the free version better or not? I don't know. Mom calling. Yeah. Sleeps. Yeah, actually, why I'm not hosting, so I can get. Yeah, I will go to bed early tonight as well. Big fishing day coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to have to get going here so I can go check on everyone, see if they need anything, and then Mummy's heading to bed because I've been up since 4:30. It's starting to kick my butt. So.
All right.
And I because it's so hot, I'm trying to get out tomorrow morning as early as I can to pick what I can. Because once 10 o'clock hits here, it's just this
Too
heat
warm.
is brutal. So I think we might be just going to the mall or something tomorrow because I can't do anything outside. And I feel bad just hanging around the house all day with my mom. Like, you know, I feel we've done that a lot this week. So.
We draw like 330 videos a year. Good luck. And you're not the only one. You know, Tracy's got 2 or 3 per week. Lynn, Marilyn.
I did 3 this week. That's the most I've done since when I first started, I was doing that. And then my internet went terrible. But the last little bit, the internet's been great. So I'm like, woohoo, that. And I've been making shorter videos, trying to, they upload quicker. But the Every Bit Counts challenge, I'm trying to only do like 3 days, edit it and get it up. Because I can't do a whole week. It will never upload.
Yeah. I'm glad I have a good internet here, at least.
They keep promising us it's going to get better, but my husband thinks they're just doing that because they
want to keep you.
He thinks maybe something's up and maybe we're finally going to get other options or something. So, but I don't think Tracy's coming back, so I'll say goodnight. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Hopefully we get some relief here soon, and we'll talk. And you're not going to be on tomorrow for the coffee because you're going fishing.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I probably won't make it either. So again, that will be a lot more fun when summer's over.
Yeah.
On a cold Saturday morning, we can get together because we all won't be in a hurry to get anything done on.
Exactly. All right. Take care. Thank you for dropping.
Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.
I'll wait for Tracy.
Okay.
He'll be back.
Yeah. Tell him I said have a good weekend.
Perfect. I have a feeling that I will be up all night with the goat. Oh no. You have a pregnant goat? Melon has improved a ton. A lot cheaper too. Well, I only use a free version of StreamYard. So if the StreamYard is better or Melon is better with a free version, I might consider changing. Overachiever. Yeah, I wonder how many videos per year I make. I don't make that many though. I make a little bit more in the summer. In the winter, I don't make that much. I try to make at least one per week, plus the live stream, but it's hard. In the winter, nothing's going on. Like for me, from December until the end of January, February, maybe. There's nothing going on. I'm doing 1.5, and I ask myself if I continue 1.5. Go ahead and do like 4 or 5. The only time I can catch up with all the YouTube videos is winter when I'm buried into 5 feet of snow. 2 feet of snow. I don't want to have that now, but if our winters were only 2 feet of snow, I'd be happy. We get like 2 feet of snow per week here. It's insane. We've been doing YouTube for 1.5 years. 510 videos. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Let me check just to see if I. Okay, I won't have it there. I could have it on my tube, buddy. I'll check later. It's not showing me. I think I have like around 325 maybe, and I've been on for about 2 years. Have to head out too. Just wanted to come by and show support while I could. Thank you very much for dropping by. That's very, very appreciated. Chris and Gino are going to upload every day, but I miss a day here and there. It's hard. It's hard to do every day, especially with a full-time job. Like I can have something on film, and I'm either waiting for it to upload on the cloud, or waiting for my computer to, upload or update one of the Windows update, or there's always something. Like I have a laptop to try to do some work, some YouTube work during my break at work, and it's not working as well as this computer here. I wish the software I use would work on the laptop. It's not, and I'm not as fast. I'm using software called Film Fourth. It's pretty easy, pretty basics. I love it. It's working well. But on the laptop, it's not working, and I have to use Shotcut. And it's a little bit harder to understand. Like, there's more buttons to do what you want to do. It's a little bit more complicated and takes longer to do. And then you have to do the thumbnail, and everything is just like... Well, you could do more than one video per week. Jump the fence. Oh no. You need a dwarf goat. Winter is a good time to do a lot of cooking collaboration, expanding your reach any way possible. Yeah, I guess. Some stuff I have to learn. I try to do cooking videos, but I'm not really a cook. I'm more of the kind of guy that will just take whatever I have, put it together, and make something out of it. Put in the dog crate. Got out. Oh no. 359 videos. That's in 2 years though. That's not that much. That's cool though. Hello Gina. Thank you for dropping by. I have to go to work in the garden till the next time. Alright, thank you very much, Marshall. I don't work, but it's still hard. I'm keeping this busy here. Free go, for example. That's nice. So you're back, Tracy?
Yeah, sorry about that. Trevor called. He went riding side by side up north, and he's on his way home, and he calls to check in on me and stuff, and if I don't answer, I get a visit in the middle of the night. I was worried about you.
Well, that's kind of a good thing, though.
Yeah, it is.
And Lynn had to leave. She wanted to go to bed, and then she's saying goodbye to you and hope you have a nice weekend. To you. A lot of wait time uploading, exporting, importing, usually set it up, and garden while computer is doing its thing. Yeah, I'll work during my break, set it up, and then like export while I get back to work. And then my next break or lunch break, I'll upload it on YouTube and put it in the private section. And then usually the second break during the afternoon is when I try to work on my thumbnails. But it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
15-year retired chef. Nice.
Ooh.
That's cool. Because he was saying that in the winter it takes his time to do some more collaboration and a lot of cooking stuff, cooking videos. That's pretty awesome.
Retired chef. That's what I need is somebody that knows how to cook. My
So,
wife is
morning,
very
I'm-
unappreciative.
What are you doing?
Oh.
You're
My-
frozen.
Oh, I froze again?
Yeah, you keep freezing tonight.
I don't know. There, I got my light back on.
That did the job. You're back.
Oh, it just didn't like the low light.
Maybe. Got my incubator down there. I have 32 eggs.
Oh, nice.
They're in lockdown now. So for people that came in later, tomorrow morning I'm getting up probably around 6:37, going fishing on a boat with some friends. It was supposed to be an all-day thing, but we're going to do even better since the guy that owns the boat has to do something else. We'll be back around lunchtime, but we'll come back home, get something in our belly, and go back for the later that night, the high tides again, second high tides of the day. It's going to be awesome. Epic fishing day. I'm pretty sure, like almost guaranteed, we're going to get some mackerel. And I'm very, very hoping that we get some striped bass. Striped bass is so good. Yeah, it is a perfect day. And the playlist of like 40 videos.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I will have to check that out because I mean I can cook. It's just for me a lot of times, making a cold meat sandwich or throwing chicken patties in the microwave or
It's
it's
easier.
just so much easier and quicker, and I don't know, but I gotta keep eating right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Like, we live in a time where everything is always like go, go, go. We don't have time to do much, and for us homesteaders with the garden and the animals and everything that's going on, if my girlfriend wouldn't cook, I don't know if I would eat as much because I wouldn't have time to cook. I would take
Come
whatever.
in.
I would take whatever's in the fridge and. Your cat again?
Yeah, he's outside the window on the rainwater totes meowing at me. He can't come in the window. He knows that the front door is open for him.
I will get that playlist ready and watch it later. Well, we've been on for more than an hour and a half. I'm going to go to bed, so if I want to be in shape for tomorrow, catch some fish. K-Man's cursing me about my free goat, but he's died with a chan to the house. We eat from the garden. Yeah, that's the best way to go, I guess. I hope you have an awesome day fishing. That's really sounds like the perfect day. I'm hoping to get out there and do some fishing myself tomorrow. Hope the fish God are with you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope they're with me as well. I went there last night. The exact spot we're going tomorrow, I went there last night. Well, after supper last evening. And I got my mackerel limit. And I got one striped bass. I had a couple of bites from striped bass. And I lost them. But I think I know what I did wrong, and hopefully it'll be better tomorrow.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's way easier to speak to someone else than speak to myself
Yeah.
because I already know what I'm gonna say, so I'm not listening.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for dropping by. And we'll see you next time. And once again, my membership for as low as 99 cents a month, you get access to some behind the scenes photos, extra videos, and much more, emojis, personal photos, all kind of stuff. And sometimes I'll put videos out a little bit early for the members and release them a couple of days later for other folks. So there it is.
Well worth it.
Thank you. And you can also visit my merch store. I have it on YouTube now. From you have Redbubble. You showed me how to use Redbubble, but now I use Spreadshirt or Spreadshop, and it allows me to put it on YouTube. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've got an account there too, but I do most of my stuff on Redbubble. Teespring, or it's just Spring now, allows you to do front and back printing, so you could put stuff on the front and the back.
Cool. I will have to check it out. All right. Well, take care, everyone. I'm gonna click on end broadcast now. Take care.
Good night, guys.